I'm a big fan of 5,000 milliamp smartphones. That's really my sweet spot. 5,000 milliamps allows me to get through the entire day with heavy use. And it's great if you fit into certain use case scenarios. If you're someone who doesn't like to carry around a spare charger, or you're away from a charging source, so it's not even if you had a spare charger, you don't really have the opportunity to use it, or if you're also someone who doesn't like to carry around an external battery, these are the phones that you want. Especially if you're a heavy user. If you're a light user, even with a smaller battery phone, you could probably get through the entire day because you're not using it that much. But if you're a heavy user and you've ever had a situation where your phone is just out of power when you need it, the 5,000 milliamp hour phones are really great. And that's really for US customers, especially. There's really not that many phones that are 5,000 milliamp. Blue has the Blu Energy series that has 5,000 milliamp. So you have the Blu Energy 1, the Blu Energy 2, and then you had the Blu Energy XL. So that's like the only company that's releasing 5,000 milliamp phones for US customers where you have LTE bands that work in the US. And one thing is they don't have all the bands, so that might be even a factor for some people who might be interested in these phones. So the major bands used in the US, if I'm correct, is 2 and 17. That's the major bands for AT&T. That's GSM carrier. And then you have T-Mobile, and they have T-Mobile uses 4 and 12. Now, I don't think any of those phones have each one of those bands I just named. The Blu Energy 2, I think, has the most bands of those two companies. But the Energy XL is probably the best phone. So, the thing is, so you don't have a lot of options of choice. And I think even right now, at least at this very moment, none of those phones I mentioned are available on Amazon. There is an interesting alternative. There's a company that I barely have heard of. In fact, I haven't heard of it until today. There's a company called Posh Mobile, and they have a phone called the Posh Volt Max LTE L640, and it's available on Amazon. It has a 6,000 milliamp battery, which is insane. That I'm really, more is better. When it comes to battery for me, more is better. But I know nothing about that phone, so I'm not even really sure. It's not that many reviews on the phone itself, so it seems like it's a very small company. So, buyer beware. But yeah, the 5,000 milliamp phone size or bigger is where it's at.